My name is Hamish. I'm 16 years old and I attend Tweed Valley Adventist College. I love to mountain bike ride. I really like to travel and I am an avid aviation geek. I grew up believing in God, but I never really attended church. I guess you couldn't really say we were Christian. I grew up in Townsville, lived there quite a long time, came down here, went to another school for a while. In year 4, Mum took me to TVAC, and that's probably when I started to learn more about God. I believed in God but never really had anything to do with Him. Came to TVAC, still really didn't have anything to do with Him, but it did grow my faith a little bit because I was starting to learn about Him, going to a Christian school. And over the years it further solidified my faith. When I first came to church, Mum basically said, let's just go along, see what it's like. So I went along and yeah, I really enjoyed it. I had Bible studies with quite a few people. At the start, I wasn't probably paying attention to what the scripture meant. I guess you could say probably along for the ride, and I didn't really try to instill any of the things I'd learned into my life. But it was probably when I started having Bible studies with Kent that I knew a lot more about the scripture, and I wanted to implement it in my life because I knew that where I was then wasn't the version that I wanted myself to be. It was probably year 10 last year. I was at a really low point in my life and I was listening and doing lots of things that I shouldn't have been doing. Especially listening to rap music had a severe effect on how I thought and how I reacted and behaved towards people. And so I started listening to gospel music and I've never turned back since. I've cleared all the rap music away and pretty much all the time I'm listening to gospel music. So as I've grown closer to God, I've seen my life change. I used to be really angry and I had a lot of anger inside of me. And as I've grown with my faith in God, I've noticed that my anger has significantly calmed down and I feel much more relaxed and just happy towards everybody. And I feel like that's one major thing that's certainly changed in my life. Jesus is my friend and my father. He's like an invisible friend, but he's always there. And he's like a father looking down over me, making sure that I'm all right. Even though he's not there physically, I know that he's there looking over me and guiding me with his hand. I want to be a Seventh-day Adventist because officially Saturday is the last day of the week, and I want that to be my day of rest. And it also aligns with the Bible and God's 10 Commandments as well. I want to get baptised because I know that God is the true God and that there's no other God before Him. And I want to be able to see Him in heaven one day and thank Him so much for everything that He's done for me and my family and all the miracles that have been answered. And I'm just so grateful that He's been part of my life, and I want to share Him with many other people so that they can get to know God. I want to spend the rest of my life with God and His people, and it'll be such an incredible thing to rejoice in heaven one day and to see Jesus and to sing out His name. There's nothing better, nothing better.